what we have? Now I have just the empty page, so for you just to show how it will look like inside our browser, so it's just based on some sample. So now we will try to enhance this page. So what we will do, we will just try to put some view inside that page. So now it's okay, just the let me just try. Okay. So here we have so far again one small limitation. What is that? Is because here when we have that select data source from view, we don't have yet at this moment the possibility to specify our data sources. So right now for this particular view you could just click OK. And what we do instead we will switch to the properties of this particular control, and we will switch to that data option. So here instead we will have already that data sources of the relational support selection. So let me just select the JDBC query. I just want to demonstrate to you sorry, the read-only way. And what I will do here, you could see that we now have in that data section that JDBC query appeared. So I will just expand this data. And what I will do is what we need actually to have here, what is important. So important here is what's the connection name or which we have defined. So for this webinar we have defined it, we have db2demo. Okay, so that's we know. But another important thing, what tables are available for us. So for our tables, as I've said, for the demo purposes, there were two tables created. One was called users, another was called states. So let me try just to select users. Okay. So we now specified those specific tables. So now what we need to do, we need to add some columns into that. So that is done through the right click through insert column. For example, we would like to do at least 2 columns. And what we get again here, we are getting the column definition. So as I've said, because right now we don't have very sophisticated domino designer tooling to retrieve that selected table metadata and to allow us to select particular field, you would need to know which field to specify by yourself. So let me jump, just because I don't remember what actually fields I could use. Let me just jump to user. So what we have here is the name, for example, field first name. So let me specify that first name for this column, and for another column I would like to have, okay, let me just see, last name. So I would do that here, last name. And let me just save this and try to preview in my browser. So as you could see, there is also small success for us that we have retrieved on the fly all our data, but as you could see we have quite long list. So I would like to a little bit enhance that and to specify that I want just, for example, 10 rows per my view, so I could change that as well. So let me just save, just preview again. And as you could see, there are now just 10 rows, but it's interesting that if you have noticed from the previous view, we have the same, could imagine that there are just 2 pages, so clicking next you will have another one, another one, another one. That is all because there is no count enabled on this particular view. So if you want just to navigate and to be sure there will be no more next, so you could even specify that there is some count. So let's do that. And for example, specify that, sorry, not this one, that we want to count. So for that, there is the calculate count property. So what it does actually generates the select count star from your table if that SQL query is correct for your specific table to identify the count. So I will do that. And now let's just review that once again. Okay, let me just, okay, so now when we try to navigate, so, okay, let's just go as much as possible. Okay, so it's again just this pager already knows what will be the last page by itself, and we will not navigate any further. So that actually demonstrates how it's easy for the regular XPages designer who is already knowledgeable enough how to deal with the domino view, the similar way to deal with those relational data, and that the same view control and view column could be reused for that. So there is no new learning path involved in that. But one more point, for example, just to notice how those specification of all those properties will be in the source code. So let me just jump to the source code, and in source code you will see this part of the source code of your XPage. So in my case I have that JDBC query data source, so it's specified here. As well we have that DB to demo connection. We have told that we want to select the users table, and we said that we want also to calculate counts. So the all other part is as usual as you would do your regular domino view. So we have here those view column, and we have those column names, and they are actually correspond to particular field name inside your SQL table. So let me summarize. So at this point it was demonstrated to you how to install the extension library which you would taken from the OpenNTF website, how to verify that installation worked on both on the server side and on the client side, what kind of functionality right now you could expect both for having it on the server side, and what is still the limitation on the domino designer that we are planning to enhance in future. And we are, as you know, always open to all requests, and what is under current plan, as I've told you, that we are planning to have those connections to be able to specify not just inside those GDBC files inside your NSF, but also to have some better way to have them centralized on the server side, so call it them global connections. So if you could be could participate in that discussion as well, so probably you could just later to send me some of your thoughts how it's better to be done in future for your particular organization. So at this point I've presented everything I wanted you to know from the extension library point of view. So now we have still, well, not that much, but probably we could extend a little bit our webinar. So now we have the time for question and answer. So
thanks for watching. To engage in conversations with us, visit twitter.com/gbsknows. To stay up to date, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/joingbs. And to watch entertaining and informative videos, visit youtube.com/gbsnows. And don't forget, visit our website and send us an email at gbs.com and info@gbs.com. Thanks again.